Hi everybody, Shelly Power from Polestar Pilates. And as a Pilates teacher, I get asked this question all the time. Am I supposed to straighten my knees? I've been told I'm not supposed to straighten my knees all the way. Oh, I know I'm not supposed to lock my knees. And that's true and not true in different circumstances. So I thought we'd review some ways that we can look at that in the Pilates setting. So we do want people to be able to straighten their knee fully. When people stand up, when they walk, their knees are straight. So we have an opportunity to inform that, to make sure that their alignment is really good and that they're in their optimal position when they're standing. So what people often do is two things. One thing, when they're doing their footwork or any of the leg work, is they press out and they get to this point where their knees are still kind of bent, because sometime in the gym when they were doing really heavy squats or something, their trainer said, "Ooh, be careful, don't straighten your knees." That might be good advice if you're doing a squat with a really, really heavy weight. But again, as I mentioned, we need to make sure that people can straighten their knee in normal daily activities like standing and walking. So I want them to be able to press away and get the knee to lengthen all the way. So it's kind of as if you used your hands as an example. The knee could bend backwards. That would be hyperextension. It could be all the way straight, or it could be slightly bent, and that's not really what we want either. So somewhere in the middle is that point where the two bones are going to line up so that the knee is straight. You need to have a certain amount of control as you're doing that. The other thing that I see a lot is people going too far. As I mentioned, hyperextension of the knee, and the knee actually starts to bend backward. That's not good either, right? We want to find that place in the middle. So using all the musculature just a little bit to get to that point is helpful. So one of the things I tell my clients is to press through the heel or the ball of the foot or the whole flat foot, and then come in as if they're pressing whatever they're pushing against away from their body. And they'll start to learn where that position is. They may not be able to find it every time. That's part of the training process. That's part of them understanding the position and learning how to get there. The other thing I see sometimes is that. And that makes me cringe because there's just a complete lack of support for the knee joint. So again, that sense of stretching or lengthening is really important until they can find this position on their own. Then challenge them by taking them up to standing, a position that they're familiar with, and see if they can do the same thing. You might do that on something like the assisted squats or the standing leg pump. And that'd be a good place for them to practice that. So encourage your clients to straighten their knees, but also be mindful to teach them what it really means to be straight for their body. I hope that helps.